like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who could bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GTV Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have yourself to blame, y'all. Ticket TV and a weapons make you suckers cry. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth off LGBTQ. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got some banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, you guys. So y'all press one if y'all can hear me in the comments, man. Got a mic check, 1 2 1 2. Salute to everybody that's gonna tap on in, man. Y'all hit that like button as y'all come on in and press one if y'all can hear me in the comment section, man. And also, if you guys have not, make sure y'all go get that A Weapons album. The link is in the description box below this video. R&B album, A Weapons is on the track in the intros. Salute to the brother for holding it down, man. Also, y'all can also catch the links to the Cash App, PayPal, podcast show, to our website membership, our other YouTube channel, which is TTV Network. We almost at 100,000 subscribers. The link to that's in the description box, as well as our links to our social media, Facebook and X accounts as well. Y'all make sure y'all tap on in and check it out, man. I have some breaking news for you guys. As former President Bill Clinton, I repeat myself, former President of the United States of America, and it is getting on and cooking now. Bill Clinton is him and his wife, Hillary Clinton, have been subpoenaed to now testify on Jeffrey Epstein. They have now been subpoenaed to answer questions and testify in this case with Jeffrey Epstein, as I'm going to give you guys a report on what's going on. Now, in a significant escalation of ongoing investigation into the Jeffrey Epstein sex trafficking case, the U.S. House Oversight Committee, led by Republican Chairman James Comer, issued subpoenas yesterday, compelling testimony from former President Bill Clinton and former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton. The subpoenas are a part of a broader congressional effort to scrutinize the Justice Department's handling of the Jeffrey Epstein case and uncover potential connections to high-profile figures, including President Donald Trump, alongside the Clintons, 8 former top law officials, including former Attorney General and FBI directors, are also summoned to provide testimony. This move has reignited public and political interest in the case that continues to fuel controversy and speculation as Jeffrey Epstein, a disgraced financier and convicted sex offender, allegedly died by suicide in a New York cell in 2019 while awaiting trial on sex trafficking charges. His death sparked widespread conspiracy theories, with many questioning the circumstances and alleging a cover-up involving powerful individuals. Epstein's longtime associate, Ghislaine Maxwell, was convicted in 2021 for her role in recruiting, grooming, and abusing underage girl, and she is currently serving a 20-year prison sentence. Maxwell's appeal is under review by the Supreme Court, and her deposition, initially scheduled for August 11, 2025, has been delayed pending the court's decision. The House Oversight Committee's investigation seeks to examine the federal government's enforcement of sex trafficking laws and its handling of the Epstein and Maxwell prosecutions. The committee has also subpoenaed the Justice Department for all the Epstein-related records, with a deadline of August 19, 2025, to produce unredacted files. including communications related to Epstein and Maxwell's cases. The probe has garnered bipartisan support, reflecting persistent public demand for full transparency in a case that has implicated numerous of prominent figures. Bill and Hillary Clinton's ties to the Epsteins have been a subject, and y'all smash the like button, y'all come on in here, of scrutiny. Former President Bill Clinton is known to have flown on Epstein's private plane, dubbed the Lolita Express, 4 times in 2002 and 2003, accompanied by Clinton Foundation staff and Secret Service personnel. A spokesperson for Clinton stated in 2019 that he knows nothing about the terrible crimes Epstein was charged with and had not spoken to him in over a decade. It's funny how everybody ain't spoke to Epstein all this time. However, allegations persist, including a claim by committee chairman Comer that Clinton was pictured receiving a massage from one of Epstein's victims during a trip he had a close relationship and had a close relationship with Maxwell. Comer's letter to Hillary Clinton cites her family's connections to Epstein and Maxwell, including the hiring of Maxwell's nephew to her 2008 presidential campaign and his subsequent employment at the State Department during her tenure as Secretary of State. These accusations, while not evidence of wrongdoing, have fueled speculation and prompted the committee to seek their testimony now. Bill Clinton is scheduled to testify on October the 14th, 2025. Hillary Clinton is now being scheduled to testify on October the 9th, 2025. Y'all smash the like button, y'all come on in. Smash and share this video. The depositions are a part of a series of testimonies from former officials, including former Attorney General Merrick Garland, Loretta Lynch, Eric Holder, William Barr, Jeff Sessions, and Alberto Gonzalez, as well as former FBI directors James Comey and Robert Mueller, with dates ranging from mid-August to mid-October. The subpoenas mark a rare instance of a congressional committee demanding testimony from a former president, with only 4 other former presidents having received such summons in the past 200 years, and only 2 providing testimony. Y'all smash the like button and share this video as y'all come on in here. The subpoenas follow a July 23rd, 2025 vote by House Oversight Subcommittee on Federal Law Enforcement, where 3 Republicans, Representatives Nancy Mace, Scott Perry, and Brian Jack, joined Democrats in an 8-2 decision to authorize the subpoenas. This bipartisan support underscores the widespread interest in the Epstein case, which has divided even the Republican Party. Now, President Trump, who had a documented friendship with Epstein in the 90s and early 2000s, has faced scrutiny over his ties to the financier. During his campaign, Trump promised to release the Epstein-related files, but his administration's decision not to disclose further records, coupled with a Justice Department memo stating that there's no client list or evidence of blackmail, has frustrated some of his supporters. The committee's actions appear to challenge the Trump administration's stance, with lawmakers and representatives Thomas Macy and Ro Khanna pushing for a vote to declassify Epstein's files when Congress returns in September. The Justice Department's refusal to release additional files, citing concerns about victim privacy and the lack of new incriminating evidence, has intensified calls for transparency. Attorney General Pam Bondi announcement in the July 2025 that Epstein's death was a suicide and there was no further charges that were expected sparked the outrage among some Trump supporters who believe critical information is being withheld. The committee subpoena for the DOJ records and testimony from former officials aims to address these concerns and assess whether reforms are needed in how federal agencies handle sex trafficking cases. The subpoenas have generated significant attention, with posts online reflecting a mix of anticipation and skepticism, right? Legal experts have noted that the grand jury transcripts sought by the committee and Trump administration are unlikely to yield major revelations, as much of the information is already public from Maxwell's trial and other proceedings. Maxwell opposition to unsealing these transcripts, citing potential prejudice to a Supreme Court appeal, adds another layer of complexity to this case. The committee's decision to delay her deposition until after the Supreme Court's review set for September 29, 2025 suggests a cautious approach to balancing legal proceedings with congressional oversight. The House Oversight Committee subpoena of Bill and Hillary Clinton, along with former Justice Department and FBI officials, mark a bold step in the ongoing quest for answers in the Jeffrey Epstein case. While the Clintons' ties to the Epsteins have been documented, the subpoenas are not an indication of wrongdoing, but rather a reflection of the committee's determination to leave no stone unturned as the depositions unfold over the coming months. They should shed the light on the federal government's handling of one of the most high-profile sex trafficking cases in recent history. However, with political tensions running high and Trump administration navigating its own controversies over Epstein, the probe's outcome remains uncertain. The public's demand for transparency, coupled with the bipartisan momentum, ensures that Epstein's saga will continue to dominate the headlines as Congress seeks to uncover the truth. Let me tell y'all something, man. Y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in, man. They have confirmed, I believe that's a real picture on your screen of one of the Epstein accusers giving Bill Clinton a massage. The Clintons can't duck this smoke. They need to testify, and if you lie on the oath, they should be prosecuted to the full extent of the law. Both of them, him and Hillary. Like I said before, ain't nobody safe. Ain't nobody safe. This man, for some reason, was hanging around all these damn people. For what? I want you to really think about that. What the hell is Jeffrey Epstein doing around all these people? What the hell is he doing around President Clinton and these people? Make it make sense. Then you got Bill Clinton in this picture with one of Epstein's accusers giving him a massage. Come on, bro. What are we doing here, man? What are we doing here, man? What is this creep doing around all these people? Bro, this ain't rocket science. I try to tell y'all this, man. You guys know what it is, man. And this is the reason why the Democrats, Joe Biden, all these other people, this is why they don't want to touch the Epstein case in the files. This is the reason why ain't none of these people touching stuff for years. This is why y'all didn't see none of those guys. I'm going to repeat myself again. Talk about this situation from since when Epstein lost his life, from when the time he was prosecuted. None of them want to talk about this. They all ducked this smoke. And now the Clintons, they need to take their ass in. And like I said before, if you lie in a deposition, if you lie under oath, you are under the penalty of perjury, which means that you will face prison time. And to me, they need to ask him about these pictures right here. That is one of Epstein's accusers in that picture. What in the blue hell is she doing giving Bill Clinton a massage? Make it make sense. But we supposed to sit back here and play like a bunch of damn fools and act like we don't see nothing. Think about what I'm saying to y'all. So they need to rack their ass up too. Him, Hillary, all of them need to get questioned. And like I said before, if there are any lies found, bring it to the people. I don't care how old you are. You can be 75, 80 years old. You spend the rest of your life in prison. You play around lying. Or if you get caught in any illegal activity. That's the reason why they need to release the files. Think about this. You got a president of the United States. I want y'all to think about this. A former president of the United States of America getting a massage from an Epstein accuser. What else do we need to be talking about, man? I try to tell y'all this, man. I try to tell y'all this. Look at this picture right here on y'all screen. That is confirmed to be a real picture. But we gonna act like we ain't see this, and this ain't, you know what I'm saying, our minds playing games on us. Epstein accuser right there in front of y'all. Think about that. And you can look that up. That's all online right now. And then when I look at this picture, y'all smash the like button as y'all come on in, man. The lights need to be up, and y'all need to be sharing this video. Look how Epstein's looking in this picture, bro. Come on, man. Bro, let's stop this stuff, man. What is this creep doing around all these people? Make it make sense. What you think he doing? What y'all think he doing? I would love to be a fly on the wall for the questioning of Bill Clinton and Hillary Clinton. I would love that. Because now it's all starting to make sense. They talked to Ghislaine Maxwell, and now all of a sudden they pulling up former president of the United States of America and his wife, who was the Secretary of the State. What the hell do they have anything to do with Jeffrey Epstein? Make it make sense. Right? But then again, this is the same guy who lied about getting dome in the White House. What else are we going to talk about? This is the same guy who lied. I didn't have relations with that woman. To the world, you in a leadership position, and you lie about getting top in the White House, and then got exposed for lying and impeached. Exposed for lying and impeached. Now we see you in pictures hanging around Epstein. We see you in pictures getting massaged. This shit hit different now. It hit different now. Right? The protection plan is over with. Ain't nobody safe. And that's why I believe all these leaders that are supposed to be alleged leaders should be vetted thoroughly. Period. Because this right here, like I said before, is absolutely disgusting. That is one of the victims of Jeffrey Epstein giving a former president of the United States of America a massage. What else we talking about, man? And again, what the hell is you doing hanging around this creep? Think about what I just said. And you got Democrats running around here acting like they all high and mighty, going after Donald Trump for the Epstein thing. No. We ain't gonna forget about Bill Clinton, Hillary Clinton. Why are they even being questioned? What are their links? See, all this stuff need to be made public. Their full deposition and questioning should be made public. Again, because I don't trust Bill Clinton. This the same dude that went up there and lied about getting dome in the White House. So why should I believe this clown? And you're hanging around Epstein. And everybody gonna say, well, I didn't know what he was doing. Come on, man. Cut the crap, man. But like I said, once again, full accountability. Full accountability. And it's sad to me that people are afraid to have that. But now that they have been subpoenaed and they got to go and speak under oath, under the penalty of perjury. And like I said, we've already known Bill Clinton to perjure himself. So this is already on the record. I don't want to hear nobody with the Democrats come here. Come on, take a minute. I don't want to hear that shit. This man lied under oath about getting dome in the White House, man. So he don't have no credibility himself. People don't always praise him as some big time moral figure. Man, this dude right here is the bottom of the bottom as well. And Hillary, come on, man. You think it gets any better? That's why when she ran for president, they rejected her deposit. She got hit with a harsh reality. She thought she was going to be the first female president ever. Had LeBron James and all them people up there endorsing her. Y'all remember that? I ain't never going to forget that. And still lost. Took that L with her. Right? But somebody got to tell me on social media, somebody on YouTube got to tell me, what in the blue hell is a former president of the United States of America doing getting a massage by one of Epstein's victims? Come on, bro. We ain't going to play no games over on this channel, bro. Listen, man. And they need to ask him about that shit. And get him Get him under oath. And like I said, it don't, to me, I don't care how old he is. So don't come in here with that, oh no, he's older ticket. Come on, man. I don't give a damn. Doesn't matter. They came after Bill Cosby. How old was Bill Cosby? How old was Bill Cosby when they came after Bill Cosby? So yeah, no excuses. And now this shit is cooking. The fact that they're bringing these people up and they got to testify under oath, this shit get real surgical now. Because remember, those files have not been released, all those files. So if you lie under oath, then files are released. Then it's something different that's in them files, man. And if you're Clinton, you don't have no leeway with the people. Because they've already known you to be a liar on public record. Right? And I'm just telling y'all what the real is. You can get mad at me all you want. It is what it is. Why is all these people hanging around this dude, bro? This dude is one of the worst people in American history. Think about that. And you got former president Bill Clinton sitting down smiling with this guy. Make it make sense. I want y'all to really think about that. This is one of the worst people in American history. And Jeffrey Epstein, one of the worst people. If there's a top 20 list, he's on it. He's on it. He committed allegedly some of the worst crimes you could. Make it make sense. But all these people, presidents and these people, hanging around this guy. They ain't see nothing. They ain't see nothing. And then, like I said, you got Clinton getting a massage by one of this guy's victims. How disgusting. How disgraceful. Right? And then they got a nerve to have a picture of this. Now imagine if there was no picture. There'd be all the denying. The deniability would be on 1,000 if it was no picture. The fact that there's a picture of one of Jeffrey Epstein's accusers giving this man a massage. Bro, listen. And then you got a picture of these two dudes smiling like this together. Look at their smiles, bro. Yeah, you know, man. Like they just talking about good times. Come on, bro. And again, how do Epstein link up with all these people? Boy, that deposition is going to be something crazy. He get ready to get deposed in a couple months. And I want to hear all of it. Him and Hillary. And I'm interested in what the hell they got to ask Hillary about Epstein. What is Hillary's involvement enough for her to be questioned about Jeffrey Epstein? I want y'all to think about this. They are now subpoenaing a former president of the United States and a Secretary of State to testify about Jeffrey Epstein. Which means it has to be some type of link or some type of something for them to even be asked about this dude. Because if you had nothing to do with him, they wouldn't have nothing to ask you about it. Nasty work, man. Nasty work, man. But they say the truth will always come to light, even if it's 20, 30 years later. It could be 20 years. It could be 30 years. You could think that you got away with some shit you did 25 years ago. Imagine that. 25 years ago, you thought you got away with something, and the shit come back on you. Think about it. And again, you know, I'm not, casting their guilt or nothing like that. I'm saying, why in the blue hell are you even having to be questioned? And why are you in pictures with this creep? What links you to Jeffrey Epstein? Make it make sense. And then again, like I said before, this picture, I'm never going to get over this picture. Why are you in a picture getting a massage by one of his victims? Come on, bro. You're a former president of the United States of America, and you're on record for lying. You're known as a liar. You're known as a liar. Bill Clinton. That ain't no somebody can say, hey man, they can sue you for defamation. No, they can't. He's a proven liar. He was impeached for that, for lying his ass off. The man lied under oath. Said he wasn't getting top in the White House. So he got impeached. They can't tell y'all the truth about their own personal selves, but we supposed to believe that they the right people to run the country. Come on, man. Come on, bro. People be fooled by this stuff every day. They be fooled by this every day, bro. I told y'all, it ain't no picks and chooses with this thing, nigga. So again, they need to make the transcripts public. Go ahead and make it public, right? So that we can all see what these dudes say and what she say, and then release all the files. And let's see if the words line up with what's in those files. And if not, then we already know what need to happen next. But I'm telling y'all this. I hope all this shit get exposed. Because to real talk, they need a whole new system running the country. And I'm not talking about none of these clowns that's in here now. I'm talking about they need a whole new form of leadership. And the only way you do that is by getting all the bullshit out and proving that you're willing to prosecute all the wrongdoers, regardless of who they are. Because when you're a leader of men and women, you're supposed to be a righteous person. Let's just tell the truth. Because you hold the fate of the country and a lot of the free world in your hands. And y'all smash the like button and share the videos. Y'all come on up in here. So yeah, they need to make the deposition public, and hopefully they put it online. Because I've seen they put other people's depositions on the internet. They put the full deposition on the internet. So whenever these people question, bro, we don't want no quiet questioning. We need full transparency for the, and that's the thing. They need to start having all this shit be full transparency. We're in the year 2025, man. This ain't no more hiding shit like they did in the past, bro. So again, my first two questions would be, is what the hell is you in the photo with this creep for? What's the nature of your relationship with this clown? And also, why are you getting a massage from one of his victims? That's those. I'm starting right there with Bill Clinton. And with Hillary, what's the link with Hillary? Because they questioning her too. Does she have personal links to Jeffrey Epstein? We'll find out. Or is it through Bill Clinton? But I guess he'll say they ain't friends either. And what do you think that conversation was about they're having right there? I really want y'all to think about something. What the hell do you think that Bill Clinton and Jeffrey Epstein are talking about in this picture? Well, you know, I'm going to tell you something right now, Jeffrey. Yeah, make it make sense. Like, share, subscribe, man.
Hey, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the network. Like, share, and subscribe. Once again, there are links. Get the free membership on our website. That way you guys won't miss any of our news update stories or videos. They're all on the website, ticketvmedia.com. You go over there. You can go right to the members part and become a free member. That way you guys will get all the updates. Also, straight drop weight loss formula. Make sure y'all go tap in and copy some of that, as well as subscribing to our podcast show. Link will be pinned at the top of the chat down there below. And also, we just appreciate all y'all who support the channel. Cash App, PayPal.